Hey there, it's Scry. This morning I have been doing some meditation and connecting deeper with spirit. And I guess, it's an evolving journey working with spirit. And it's always important to be sharpening our abilities to listen and to see and to feel and to like all of these elements that are used for spirit when they come through. It's important that we give them time to develop, time and space and allowance. And often within these readings, like I'm hammering through, trying to bring through information, and sometimes I feel as though I pressure what comes through a little bit from spirit of like, we need results, we want answers, and I really feel that it's important to reset and to just honor this connection with spirit. It's very magical and important and sacred and sometimes so profound. So I just really am tuning into that this morning. And it's interesting, I opened this video with, "Hi guys, it's Raven Scry," but instead of saying, "Hi guys, it's Raven Scry," I said, "Hi guys, it's Spirit." And I'm like, "What?" And then I deleted that, but I was like, what's going on? Like, we start to blend, and suddenly that's what comes through. I'm like, okay, so interesting. But what I'm wanting to connect in today to is a bit of a journey vibe. I feel like as I was doing my meditation, I was working on different ways of working with spirit and allowing them in to my space and my sphere more. And from this space, it really led me to wanting to explore connecting with spirit for more wisdom and learnings for everyone who listens to this video. And I feel as though today I'm going to do a journey exploring that and seeing whatever spirit wishes to share or show, because I feel like there's insights that they want to give, and it's right there this morning. So that's what we're going to focus in on. I hope that you're all well. I hope that you're all having a great week. We are right on the edge of this big eclipse time. Astrologically, it's a massive time that we're moving through. So I hope everyone's doing okay. So before we start, I just want to speak to the beautiful community that is gathering over there on Patreon. It's quite new and quite exciting, and it's really lovely to have everyone over there. And if that's something that you feel that you'd resonate with, please come and join us. Doing different readings, different extended readings, and also a check-in every week, which is nice to start to get to feel everyone's vibes a little bit more in the community. All right, so let's get into today's session. It's going to be a slower session. Well, I can't say that. Who knows? It may take some sort of shift. Who knows? But that's the sense. I'm going to go in more deeply, gain more understandings and insights from spirit through what they show and share. Really trying to keep my logic out of it and really feeling it more as an experience of what they want to share and show here today. Okay, so intention is connecting in with spirit for wisdom and learnings about spirit, insights about them, is really the open question today here. Okay, so as I relax and start to expand my energy and connect in with them, they're talking about, we're right here, just come up. Okay. Now they're offering me, it looks to be like this ladder, just to move straight up to them. And so I'm traveling up this ladder. And as I move up this ladder, I'm aware it's like I look around and I'm aware that it's changing the way it feels as I travel up to them. It's like the energy is changing. It's becoming somewhat lighter. I am aware of a lot of pastel colouring all around me as I move up to them. Now it's interesting because I'm being met. It's like I'm at the top of the ladder and I'm being met by someone, and I feel as though this this being is like holding out its hand to me, and I'm not going to speak to if it's male or female because I feel as though it almost switches, or perhaps it doesn't even have a form in regards to male, female. It's like they could be both. It's not really relevant in the way that it feels, but he's saying we're from the blue race, blue beings, blue race, and it's like he's quite long and slim in his appearance as I hold his hand and step up. His skin is almost translucent in the way that it comes through. Now it's interesting because as I connect more to his skin, and now it's interesting too because I'm suddenly calling him a him, so maybe there is some relevance. Switching off the logic, you can see the blend as I move from logic into non-logic. It just comes out, so we'll see what happens here. His skin is like, it feels like snake skin. There's a translucence, and there's patterning in his skin, and I almost feel like I'm connecting in with his skin, but it's also taking me deeper into understandings as somewhat of a portal into whatever is wanting to be shown here. So connecting into his skin now, I'm becoming aware of the snake energy again. Now they're showing me a large snake that is somewhat of what I hear is a viper. And this viper is waiting. It's like it's waiting. It's like it's reared up and it's just sitting there gently swaying back and forward. Now I ask the relevance to why we've been taken here to this energy, this viper energy. Talking about working through the snake energy. We're working through the snake energy. It's like, help me to understand working through it, Spirit. It's like they talk about, we're up here in the higher dimension and higher realms, but we work through nature and energies in nature. And it's interesting because they show me like a scene of viewing out of a being or of an animal. But I want to say it's taking me more into the world of animals. And it's like I'm viewing out of the eyes of an animal. And it's like I can see through this animal. It's like I have perspective here. And I'm present in this animal's body on the earth. And there's a connection here to them being connected through the animals and observing through the animals and their different animals' resonance as they travel. And it's like they put all the animals in front of me and then they connect me to these collective races, these higher dimensional races within the resonance. It's like they're showing me like the snake energy is one race connected, and then they're showing me like it looks to be things like squirrels or rodents or these type of animals in the way they show it, and there's these other variances of beings, of races. I want to say, they feel softer. Certain ones I feel more heart presence in connection to here. And whereas, the snake energy, the higher dimensional, and I feel as though this is a higher dimensional energy that's coming in through the snake. The heart presence is somewhat more fierce. It's not as soft. And what it's taking me to is like an energy of Kundalini here in my mind, but just allow that to be there. But it's like there's different variances of animals with different higher dimensional beings that are witnessing through these animals in the experience. Okay, so help me to understand this, Spirit. What's taking place in this witness? So are you moving into the body of these animals? We are one. It's like they speak of being one, connected always. In this way, it's almost like the animals are a direct link, or they're somehow, in the way it comes through, it's like they're not fully themselves. If that makes sense, it's like they are joined with other forces. There's not as much splitting and separation as there is with beings like humans. It's more complex with humans, is what they're saying. But okay, so asking Spirit around this, asking help me to understand this more, what's actually taking place through this experience of Spirit coming through the animals. There's an evolvement going on here. It's like there is somewhat of a collecting of information that's taking place, and they're showing me a collection of information within the earth resonance, and it's like they show me animals all around the globe, all exploring in different ways, but they are experiencing, and this experience is moving into the wider collective. It's like it's being witnessed and somehow taken up into the larger grid of knowledge, of learning, and it's this constant evolving, constant flow and process that's taking place here. So as this is taking place, Spirit, help me to understand more around this, more wisdom, why this why this is happening. Tell me more about it. They talk about evolvement and moving up into higher realms and into higher frequencies as we move, as we shift, as we evolve on the planet all together. It's like this constant flow, movement from Spirit through the animals, this taking up of energy, a return. It's like this circular motion of a direct line that is returning from, it's like it's coming from up from Spirit down into the earthly realms and returning back. It's like it's collecting and it's lifting the energy as we move. now this feels to be quite a gradual process in the way that they show this. But it is this evolvement that's taking place. Okay. So what more do you have to show or share around this spirit? Is there anything more here? Now they're wanting to take me up higher. They're guiding me up higher now. And they're guiding me up to a space that is a collective that is gathered, a collective of beings that have gathered. They're in a circle. It's as though they're very high up, and it feels dark up here. It feels like it's almost outside of time and space. But there is again this viewing sort of element that's taking place, a viewing. But as I connect to this group, it's like that. I want to say it's like they're almost in some sort of a ship or something, this circular room that I enter, and it's like there's very different essences of being in here. It's like there's different beings from different experiences, different resonance, and they're all gathering to view. Now, help me to understand, what are we viewing here? What are they viewing? Earth, they're talking about. They're viewing Earth, and they show me Earth, this big ball, as they look down upon it. And it's as if they're like looking at the different parts. It's like they're looking at the oceans, and they're looking at the land, the earth, and they're moving over it. And it's like, okay, there's, elements and points that they're pointing to. They're like, okay, we need to give this work here. And I want to say, it's like they're sending groups of animals to different places. They're working through the animals. It's quite profound. It's like they're observing the earth, and it's like where there needs to be more attention, and their attention, essentially, because once they send the animals, it's like they're there working with the earth. So they're working through the birds, and they're working through, the water creatures. They're working through the land, earth creatures, and there's a deep innate knowing, and there's a deep innate presence in these animals of, the way that they are moving, and whatever it is that they're doing, there's purpose there within that. But there is also this presence and this access point that spirit comes through and is working through to support the evolution on this planet, and to support the earth and the changes and the shifts. And it's like a fine equation in a way. They look down on this earth, on this ball of earth, and they're like, okay, we're moving into that part there. And then it's like they send energy. It's like they've showed me they're moving into this part here. And it's like, that's what I can see. And you're not here in the room with me, but it's like my hands are feeling this part here. And this part is like waters. It's like the water's edge. And it's like we need to send, and they're sending all of these swans, these white swans there. And it's like, it's beautiful. It's like this knowing. It's like all the animals, they're sending all the animals, and they're working through the animals in this way to support the earth, and the earth changes at this time. And they talk about it supporting the opening of it. It's almost like they're offering support to the opening of the grid. And it's like the grid is expanding, whereas it once was more constricted, more tightly knit. It's like it's loosening and expanding out. And it's like it's their role is the way that it's feeling to support this transition process within a point of balance, and not so it moves out of balance too much, because if this grid is expanding and it moves into a point where it's outside of too much balance. That's when we're going to start to see uproar and earth changes, big earth events that are quite extreme. It's like they're trying to maintain a balance. They're trying to maintain an equilibrium as we shift into this new energy and this expansion through the grid. And they show this grid expanding out. So it feels like a very delicate process that they're offering here and that they're sharing. Yeah, okay. So with all of this process that you're offering and this work that you're doing, Spirit, through the animals, what's the higher purpose of that? Is there anything more that can be added to the understanding around this work? Talking about freedom of people, freedom for the people. And they're also talking about race and culture, healing divides between differences as well here. Again, it's a balancing energy that they show. They talk about moving into a time that there is more balance. It's like that's what they're working toward, and they take me to a scene of this expanded grid, which is the Earth grid in some way, and it's like I'm sitting there with the Earth grid, and it's like I have something in both hands, and there's a balance here, but then it's swinging down to the left. I'm being pulled down to the left, and it's like I'm being taken back into the earthly realms now. And I'm just hearing May. Hearing destruction in May. Okay. Okay, help me to understand this destruction in May. Talking about an earthquake affecting many. Okay, and they're saying many around the globe. It's as if it happens somewhere and it moves out and affects more than just the place that it is, because it's connected in with this grid. They're talking about there is understandings of this earth grid that are known by higher up energies, and they're talking about they're trying to destroy it. They're trying to destroy this grid, and it's tying everything and everyone together. There is some sort of forces that are trying to destroy this grid, is what they're saying. And they're just talking about destructive energy in May, and they show me shooter planes. They're saying shooter planes with vests. Like I see like people flying in planes with guns and vests on, and it's like a scene. This scene that they take me into. This is over the water, and they're just talking about the destruction here. Okay, Spirit, so you speak of May. Is there anything more that can be shared around what's actually going on here? The pressure is building, they're saying. Talking about disruptive energies. So can you tell me more about what's happening here in this scene, this it feels as though I'm viewing from higher up, and it's like there is an element of war here, but it's as if many things are happening at once, and I'm viewing the earth from higher up, but it's in planes now, and there's shooting going on. It's like just up in the sky, observing a lot of destruction. What can be understood here? What more can be understood around this time, Spirit, what's taking place here? Just talking about the system is struggling. It's like they're wanting you to put attention into the heart space and into the healing on the planet, to support this lift. It's almost as if it's like if you put your energy into whichever scene that you wish to. So you can put your energy into this scene of this grid expanding, supporting the balance, supporting the flow. Or you can put your energy into this scene of war. But wherever you put your energy here in the way they show this, it's like that scene is growing. That scene is activating more, because it's like it's a still image, but as you connect to it, it becomes moving. It starts to move. So it's like a snapshot, but until the energy is moved towards, engaged with, it doesn't really come into life, come into action. But they just show me these different scenes that seem to be both there, and they're wanting more focus to be here on the expansion of the grid, of the gentle balance, the gentle flow, and they bring me back to the heart space, back to the heart presence, and it's like supporting the building of that energy, of that scene, and it's almost like the more, and they're putting it like this, it's like the more, which is kind of strange, but it's like the more votes that one side gets, the more that trajectory is likely to unfold. And the other one, it's like, will fall away, is the way that they show it. So very strong pictures and images, but the more you connect and give your energy to one of them, the more that will come into creation, into manifestation, into being, essentially. Okay, just asking anything more, Spirit, that you wish to show or share within your insights and wisdom today for those who are listening. They're pointing into the heart presence, heart resonance in your own chest. And they're saying, this is the power. This is the power. It's not outside, it's inside. This is the power. And they're wanting everyone to focus and connect to their heart energy, heart space. Because this is really the ability to manifest where we're moving. We are such powerful beings, powerful creators, and together our collective energy can change our trajectory forward. And we have to realize this and give our energy to the things that are going to support our planet and our beings moving forward with light and with love and with joy and with happiness, connecting into these places to find balance, to find flow. It's very important at this time, is what they're sharing. They're wanting to talk too about the light workers within the community that are listening to this. And it's like, you know who you are, is what they're saying. You know your part in this. And it's like, this video wouldn't be for everybody, but the ones listening are the ones that are supposed to receive and listen and hear this information. It wouldn't be understood by many, but the ones who are listening and the light workers within the community do understand, and it's really just a reminder to you as to the powerful being that you are in this time and where we're moving, where we're shifting. Okay, so they're telling me that it's time to complete the session today. I want to thank Spirit for what's been shown and shared, and I offer it to you guys with love. I'm going to head over now to Patreon and do a bit of an extended, perhaps go a little bit deeper into some places, but also just kind of connect into what's come through and my thoughts around this. So if you feel to join us, please head over there. If not, I'll see you guys again very soon with another video. I hope that you're having an awesome week and sending you all many blessings. Raven Scry signing off.